Hey there, gamers. Howdy, howdy, howdy. My face doesn't exist right now. I don't know why my face doesn't exist. A line on my face. All right, well, it is Saturday. It is time for the wonderful, wonderful. I don't have a line on my face anymore. Hooray! It is time for Monster of the Week, and I am joined by, as always, a wonderful group. We have Milady.
Thank you. Hi.
We have Q.
Hi.
We have Scooter.
Hello.
And we will hopefully have Bo. I didn't hear from him, but I'm going to just shoot him a message. He might just be running a little bit late, which is A-okay. Literally, as I type it, you send him a message. How dare you?
Well, now he gets the double ping. I'm faster.
Anyway, hello everyone. We are going to be playing some very, very fun Monster of the Week. We finished last time. We finished a mystery.
Wow.
And yeah, it was definitely the prologue. Hey Q, I have not asked you this. So I'm gonna put you on the spot on stream. Have you been able to finish the artwork?
Not yet. I am like 50% of the way completed.
Totally fair.
I've not finished it yet. I've had a lot of other stuff that's come up.
Yeah, there's been a lot of life going on, so we are not in a rush.
Yeah. I can tell you that the ghouls are done. And I started on the others.
Wonderful.
Yeah. Well, also, I draw a lot. It's a lot easier for me to draw the female form than it is for me to draw the male form. So, like, if I have any questions about doing a female form for reference, I can just stand up and look in the mirror. But for guys, I kind of can't do that. And every time I try to find reference images for guys, I get so frustrated because they're all action poses. And I'm like, that's great and all, but I don't think that we need, like, what is that?
Action
that
pose.
thing that they do, the shot put throw. It's always shot put throw pose, and I don't need that for like, I don't think we need just like Benny doing the splits or like a hurdle jump or
I mean,
like...
we kind of need Benny doing a splits. Let's be honest here.
I'll put that. Can Benny do the splits?
Absolutely.
I'm gonna add that to your sheet now. Now that's canon. Congrats.
It's canon.
I have notes
now because of that. Because of that now, anytime that we're not doing anything, I just want you to know that I am picturing Benny doing lunges, just like casually in the background while probably eating a burrito.
Honestly, that's 100%. Yeah.
That's on brand for Benny.
That's so on brand.
Also, side note as well, one of my friends has a cat named Benny, and so every time we're like hanging out, he's just like, Benny, I already fed you. What do you want? He's always he schedule feeds him like 4 or 5 times a day, so that way he doesn't get overfed. And so he's always just like, Benny, what do you want? Not now, Benny. I'm doing things. Benny, I already fed you, Benny.
My character in cat form.
It is literally
Yes.
Benny in cat form.
I had that something similar. I don't remember. We were doing something. Oh, what was it? I don't remember, but all it could be was just like, it's just Benny. And I just kept staring at it and being like, I don't know how to interact with this character anymore because it's just Benny. And now I'm like,
I feel like it's a good thing though if we're just like side canoning the characters into any other spot that they fit in our dailies because it means that we are enjoying this.
Yes. Honestly.
Oh, yeah, Morvi made a joke recently. He was talking about something else and he's like, yeah, you know, when this ends, and I'm like, it can't end.
Oh, that's because to readdress that, this will eventually end. Like, there is an ending.
No.
It sucks, but
No.
it's gonna be like a year from now. Like, you have a lot to go. You just finished the prologue.
Yeah, I'm like, you forgot a 0 on there.
You also forgot the part where if it ends, you just come into your living room and we're all just sat around the table like gremlins. We played it without you. It's continued without you.
I mean, okay, the Saturday streams I plan to keep going indefinitely. This campaign specifically, eventually, the characters will be retired to a happy ending. Like, ideally, you could also like destroy the world, but that we're not going to pay attention to that one.
Angel could also die, so like, there's also
Yeah.
that.
Like, you guys technically could die, but there are ways to, in the game, like mechanically, there are ways to safely retire your characters, which means that they can no longer have harm come to them. They are safe from the threats of the monster world, and their goals are achieved. And along with that, the story cannot go forever. That said, what I was talking about with Milady is future campaigns, because I do have a lot more stories. And I had
He does.
discovered,
I was just upset because I missed Angel.
I just discovered recently a Pokemon tabletop game. So I had sent that to Milady.
I'm down.
Yeah, I figured
I
you
have
would be
Pokemon
down.
Problem.
So that is not me saying like, hey, you know, we're gonna play like 3 more of these. No, like I have many chapters written. We just got through the beginning one, and that one was kind of fast. That each chapter has multiple mysteries inside of it, so we have a lot to go.
Mhm.
However,
Oh, yeah,
something that I have not addressed with this group, I take Total Party Knockouts as an ending, a canon ending, because it is very difficult to shove an entire new party in where the last one left off. So if there's ever if a single person survives, you're fine. Like, if it would make sense for them to regather a group, narratively speaking, especially in Powered by the Apocalypse games, which are narratively driven, because the number one rule is the rule of cool.
I think it would have to be Vesper or Benny. Vesper purely out of spite.
To get revenge.
Just
Benny,
purely get
because
revenge.
weird shit just follows Benny.
And I can see another group of amateurs just being like, hey, we need your help. And Benny being like, fuck, I guess I'm here now.
Yep.
I
Angel?
have added some nice canonical hashtags.
You
you
can't
say?
escape us, Jackie 5 ever, never ending story, never ending SCP, SCP 5 ever. Q, you are a delight.
This makes me so happy.
I'm gonna throw on some chilled out music in the background.
Okay.
I'm gonna give a little bit of time for Bo, and then we'll just kind of get started. And then if he shows up, we'll get him in.
We're just kind of chatting. There was a clip on from a show. I haven't seen the show, so I don't know the context. But a character is getting wheeled into the hospital, and the other one was like, "That's my wife," so went with him, and the other one went, "I mean, I'm not immediate family, but we have like a deep traumatic bond, so I need to be there."
Oh,
That
that's
is-
from Yellow Jackets. I watched that show.
It is, and I went, "It's us."
trauma bonding, that'll either last the rest of your life or 3 weeks, and there is no in between.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, butt face. I wonder what that's like.
Yeah.
Give me a second, real quick. I got it.
If you want to know the best example of that, it's literally more Night friendship, and it's fake trauma. That's the funniest part.
Yeah. Real friendship, though.
Real friendship, fake trauma that led to it.
Well, some other updates for you, the stream. I have been learning more about that Minecraft mod pack, which, if you have not been watching, I've been doing a hardcore run of it. It's very fun. It's very cool. What the fuck? Since when do I have Pokemon community game? Wait, hold on.
That's my chat.
But it says it's coming from my channel's chat.
No.
So I was confused.
What happened? What happened? Sorry.
Did you perchance add it when you joined into it for my stream? Because my streams have them?
No, because I've
I mean,
also
I haven't.
interacted with it multiple times. I don't know. Maybe it's just confused about what chat is chatting
I
in.
can only have one big dude on the team. Sorry, everybody. I'm learning things.
Anyway, yes, we have quite a bit lined up. It's very, very fun. The next campaign might be D&D. It might be Pokemon.
We'll find out.
We will find out. It's very cool, actually. I was watching like an hour-long video talking about the different Pokemon tabletop RPGs.
Yeah, speaking of that,
Very good diversity. But there is one that is powered by the Apocalypse, which is the same dice system and like narrative format. Because there's like
See,
60 that use this 2d6 system.
Scared. Have you seen
if
the ROM hack of Mario in Pokemon?
Mario or whatever.
I think I saw. Isn't it Alphared that did the video?
Oh, there's a lot of people who are streaming it recently. And
Yeah,
I saw it.
yeah.
Hello,
I think I've seen,
Paige.
like, I haven't watched it yet, but Alphared has a video of it.
It's Opal as well. Hello, Opal.
I saw some people like hanging like stuff, and it looks good.
All right. We're going to go ahead and get started, and then hopefully we will hear back from Bo. And we will see. I don't think he said he would be out this one. I'm not sure. So, it's hard to hear Milady. Wild. I think that's on Scooter's end. Yeah, that's on Scooter's chat.
It is. I turned her up a little bit.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's a rare thing to accuse Milady of, is being quiet.
Yeah, I'm a menace.
A loud menace. Wonderful.
Very loud menace.
So, welcome everyone back to our game. I would love for someone to give me a
Hello.
recap. Hey, perfect timing.
excellent timing.
Sorry, I'm late.
Oh, you're good.
You're fine.
We literally were like, I'm gonna assume he's running behind. We'll see if he can hop in, and then I was literally just about to get started, and you popped right in. So, perfect.
We have made a joke that he can now do the splits. That's the only thing you've missed.
Yep. And discussing long term the group and the streams and all that kind of stuff.
Oh, also, if you do a Pokemon one,
Mm-hmm.
I want to, but I also don't want to because I just had a thought of a character. My name's Clash Hatchum, and I'm gonna
Jesus
be
Christ.
the
No,
best.
no,
I'll catch 'em all.
no, cut, cutting that off. I'm cutting that off.
From Mallet Town.
Nope. I am going to server mute you. All right.
Imagine getting server muted for doing too good of an impression.
All right.
You got one supporter, Q.
All right. Wonderful. Thank you, Opal. So, someone give me a recap of last session.
I
mean,
did nothing.
You did a lot. I mean, I can.
Let me see if I have a diary entry from Vesper.
Please do you.
Let me see.
I mean, I can say what I wrote. Because it wasn't much. Anyway. So what happened last time? We kicked a lot of ass.
Okay.
So we finally got into combat.
I found it.
939, the monster.
Mm-hmm.
Angel kicked a lot of ass. It was great for me. Arturo was badass and was being majorly supportive to everybody.
Okay.
Vesper was attacked. Technically, Benny was attacked. Carter was there. Carter did some shooty shit. It was great. Jackie was attacked, and Vesper pulled some badass, like, machine gun through the neck bullshit. It was great.
Mm-hmm.
Betty was helping us out by being everywhere and he gave me a piece of candy and was running around helping everybody. Eventually went into the cabin and found, like, skin suits.
Mm-hmm.
'Twas gross. Jackie was critically wounded, and Arturo was healing Jackie. Carter got his leg demolished.
I have notes from when we got back to 3rd and Port.
Yeah. And we all made it out alive, which was impressive. We killed all the things, and then black choppers were coming at us, so we all fucking ran. And then we got back to 3rd and Port. And we were all kind of recouping, mending injuries. A lot of us leveled up.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah. Angel now has healing abilities, and he healed a lot of people, which is dope as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Alto Clef was also there, and we learned about Jackie and the fact that he kind of knew what the fuck was happening, and he recruited us to do his secret to kind of, like, help him out. And it turns out Jackie's, like, 24 and has died a bunch of times and, like, lied to us.
Yup.
Anybody else want to add on, or I'll just keep going?
I could read you Vesper's, like, thing. It's kind of an abridged, but sort of. I have, at 3rd and Port, Edith is very concerned about why we're here and in such bad shape. We tell her that we fought the creature and won, and Angel and Edith begin bandaging Vesper and Carter. The room seems quiet and the energy is heavy with the trauma we just endured. Angel fights with Carter and he struggles against her, but then her hands begin to glow and new tattoos appear. And mysteriously, somehow, Carter's bone begins to snap back into place and the injury appears to be reversed. She then goes to heal Vesper with helping out. Cliff comes over and begins to inquire about the monsters and how we defeated them. Arturo and Angel try to leave, and then he says he's helped with several moons before. Don't know what that means, but it makes them stop short. Then he says that him and Edith know more about the things in the woods. Vesper questions how they let them go, knowing this, the risks, and risking Edith's son in the process. Cliff said he knew that we would go regardless. Arturo and Angel get upset and demand answers, real answers, not vague BS. So he says that he used to be part of an organization that dealt with these things, and that organization disappeared without a trace on the same day we showed up. The UIU, FBI, unusual incidents unit. This unit is children in a sea of immense circumstances. Cliff worked with global threats to humanity and normalization, which is now gone, and the threat which was contained in Canada that we had just fought ended up here. Jackie was also part of the same division as Cliff, Secret Agent Man, Bonds, James Bond. Cliff worked with the Three Moons for the past 20 years of his life as a forward contact. Vesper is now very uncertain of Jackie, but understands that her notion of him was right. There was more to him than meets the eye. His quick wit, his intellect, his ability to understand and just get things, and also his flawless form for a first-time shooter. There's a reason she chose him. Carter probably could tell as well. Arturo and Benny want to know more about Jackie. Benny persuades Jackie to speak, and Vesper quickly interjects that she would also like to know more about things too, because he concealed information from us. He admits guiltily that he had, and says that he has had previous combat experience and may have died a few times. Shows us an ambulance that is apparently an amulet, not ambulance, that is apparently his essence. And we decided if we are going to be a group or not. Angel and Arturo didn't want to. Vesper is very disappointed about Jackie because she thought that he was the same age as her finally, and now she's just like a kid to him because he's 24 somehow. And Cliff warns us about the upcoming apocalypse. We ended up deciding to join the SCP Foundation, working as a team with them. And also Jackie's not a kid, he's actually Dr. Jack Bright. Vesper is very annoyed. The rest of the party seems very distrusting of the situation, but without much else to do and knowing that we'd want to fight them anyways, we choose to join them.
Wonderful.
That summed it up pretty well.
Any other notes that anyone else can think of? Anything that you
There's
want
also
to
a
add
handful of
on?
doodles in Vesper's journal stating her disinterest or disappointment in the situation and her uncertainty now towards Jackie. But she only cares about Jackie, apparently.
Yeah, I have picked up on that bit.
Am I really quiet today?
No, I think Scooter turned you back up. I
No,
disappeared. I have not been here.
I can turn you up more on my side.
I thought that was an old message from Opal. Or from Paige, rather. Yeah, you're fine on my end. I think that was going through Scooter's side, so it was Scooter's fault, actually. Because you're coming through perfect on my end. So, for my stream, your audio is perfect.
Alright.
But yeah, we are... we are solid there. So, it has been a couple days since the last time that we have been together, or rather a couple days since your joining forces with Dr. Alto Clef and Dr. Jack Bright. You know, you've gotten some time to rest and recover, nurse your injuries, all of that. So we, you know, you've been able to heal from all of your damages. Along with that, Edith has actually allowed you guys to stay in a spare room that's a part of the apartment blocks. A spare couple of rooms. The restaurant is, built into a much larger building. So there are a couple rooms that you guys are able to stay in. Nothing super fancy, but it definitely is more than nothing. After some time, you find yourselves down in Third and Port, just kind of enjoying the evening. Anything in particular that folks would be doing?
Well,
Yeah, I
would've
would've-
bought myself. Sorry.
No, you first.
I just would have bought myself a new coat.
Yes, you got a nice new coat.
Shredded. Otherwise, I would have
probably-
spent. Sorry.
I waited like 10 Mississippis,
No, you go. I'm done.
Yeah, Arturo probably would have picked the brains of Jackie and, the doctors, I should say, the dudes whose names I forgot because I'm not on the right tab for my notes, and tried to get more information on, like, what's happening, basically.
They don't really have too much knowledge of what's going on as far as their organization's disappearance or anything like that. It seems like all the communications that they've been putting outward, everything seems to just have been disconnected, vanished. No response from any of the sites. It's like every single member and every single everything associated with it has disappeared.
Vesper is kind of like outside, and she just keeps tossing rocks towards the trash can and hitting them with her baseball bat. Lots of sighing, lots of just like teenage
Angst.
type of feeling. She's very just like kind of bothered, but she doesn't want to talk about it. Kind of just like in that whack, swing, whack. Everybody else maybe wouldn't see her, but they could hear from the cracked door in the back that she's just like every once in a while a sigh or a groan, and then the sound of ka-tink, tink, against the trash cans. Carter's probably tried to talk to her a couple of times, but she just like in a mood and also just upset because the sites aren't up for her to scroll to distract herself from her pointless 18-year-old melodrama.
Oh, when I say sites, I mean foundational sites, not websites.
Oh, not the websites. Okay.
No. Yeah,
So she's probably also checked the forums like a handful of times, but she's just like feeling that like mid end of whatever.
That the angst is real. So, we all find ourselves in Third and Port with, as stated, Vesper and Carter are around back. You guys can kind of hear them from outside back here. Cliff's in his usual spot, just kind of sitting, eating a bagel and drinking coffee. Someone locked both of the front doors, so I will unlock those.
There we go. My session wasn't loading. Now it's
Oh,
loaded.
gotcha. You gotta do the arrow keys, remember? Yep. There you go. So Benny just fucked
table in
off
my way.
apparently.
No. I'm over here. I'm doing. I'm practicing. I'm hitting that pallet to practice my swinging skills, so I don't miss stuff like I was last time.
Cool. Yeah, you're just kind of getting some practice in. Angel, Arturo. I guess Jackie would be sitting.
I don't want to sit anywhere near Jackie right now, but that's
Fair. He'll sit further away from you guys.
Also, anytime Vesper sees Jackie, she just kind of like gives a weird side eye and then just like goes back to throwing things harder at the trash can.
Yeah, he's learned not to try to go near you. He understands that you're a bit upset. It's an easy way to phrase it.
I don't know if he understands that I'm upset because I liked him or because of just like the overall like.
Yeah, I mean, he probably thinks it's like.
Party has.
Yeah, it's probably just the deception.
Dishonesty.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, what's this down here? Is this locked down here?
Where?
Oh, go down. Oh, cool. I'll just be back here.
I get to have this in
All I can hear
stereo.
is doors.
Yep. So yeah, we're as you're all kind of sitting around Vesper, you get a ping on your phone
Ding.
from one of your paranormal sites that you frequent. One of the forums. Somebody has posted that twice now there have been some disappearances around.
It's from. Is it a? Never mind.
No, go for it.
Good. I was gonna make a joke. Never mind.
Nope, I want to hear the joke now.
But it's from. Is it a ghost or a bedsheet.com? Okay.
There we go. Wonderful. Ghosterbedsheet.com.
Oh, I got that. Hold on.
There have been a couple disappearance of maintenance workers, pets, a lot of different things in the south side of town, while an ongoing construction project is happening. They're working on some of the sewer lines and kind of like renovating a lot of the infrastructure to bring in a new water treatment plant. But it's a newspaper article saying 3 missing added to count as construction continues. This is kind of one of those fringe, newspapers. Your basic what is that one called?
The Onion.
Not the Onion. That's satire. The National Enquirer. That's what I was thinking of.
Oh, I didn't zoom in. I was hoping it would.
Yeah, of course. This time it doesn't.
The one time I wanted to. Hold on, maybe I can make it do it again.
Zoom in. It's thinking about it. Anyway, yeah, you just kind of get that little ping on your phone as someone has, forwarded this to the message site. Why is the calendar in the chat box? Let me bring that over here. Perfect.
Oh.
Nope, not doing that one. Hang on. We can have...
Hold on, I got this.
There we
Oh,
go.
it doesn't. Wait, is it because I added the blips?
Maybe?
Oh, well.
Who knows, honestly.
Oh,
Anyway, you've gotten this notification. It's pretty close to you. It refuses to work. It's
Okay.
pretty close to where you guys have been staying. You're kind of more towards the center of town, closer to the east side of it. Again, Portland, Maine is not a very large town.
Hey Carter, look at this. Vesper goes and shows Carter the text, and then we just kind of rush in, I guess. Where's the door? Is there not a back door?
There is. You,
Oh, wait, yes,
you
there
walk
is.
through it.
I
There you
found
go. You just shut the door on yourself. Wonderful. This one I'm going to have
So
to move you
helpful.
through because the door doesn't actually line up with the grid there. So, anyway,
it. Gotcha. Where's
Carter's
Carter? He's coming.
he's following you.
Briefly avoids eye contact with
Jackie.
Jackie.
Carter kind of
I
puts
already forgot his
himself.
name. He's dead to me.
Wow. All right.
I just come over and he's not.
I know.
He just slaps the phone onto the table. Not really slams it, but like just puts it down on the
Mhm.
table. What do we think of this, guys? The potential mystery case for the mystery gang.
Don't cost that.
Aw, what do you mean? Raggy, we're in trouble.
It seems like a bed sheet to me.
I don't know what you're talking about.
A bed sheet. Ignore the place it came from. It's pretty reliable. And she just like reads them the notification because she knows Benny won't touch it.
Yeah, it's
Archer would
just
probably
a.
beckon, would probably beckon Cliff over to talk about it.
He just kind of gets up and makes his way over. What's up?
We got this notification from the site here. It says multiple disappearances. 2 more were added to the south side of town. Yeah, three missing added to the count as the construction continues on the sewer line over there. What do you think?
I mean, it's hard to say, honestly. Weird shit
Could be something.
kind
right?
of. Well, that's the trick. He kind of comes over and he sits down. It could be something weird, or it could be a serial killer, and that's kind of where that challenge falls in. But I mean, might as well check it out if you feel like you're up for it. If we
What do you
can,
think, guys?
I mean, if
I'm up for
cereal's
it.
involved, I'm down. I'll bring the milk.
uh,
I mean, I'm down to find out. He gives her a nice little swing. Apparently have some aggression.
well, don't get in too much trouble with the police. Obviously, if it's something mundane causing it, call the cops. The cops will handle it. But if it's something else, we're going to have to, I don't even know, look into it.
Does it say which construction site?
Water treatment
Alright.
plant.
Yeah.
That's not the one we went to earlier, is it?
No, you've not been to a water treatment plant. You went to a shipping port, but this is like sewage handling.
I'm just gonna kind of glance at Arturo like, you want to go for it?
Arturo would kind of shrug him and say, I'm down, I'm down.
Alright, I guess we'll go investigate.
All right. I mean, you can just, I guess, just jump in there if you want, but I don't know. I don't know if that's necessarily the best way to go about it.
And that's Cliff saying this?
Mm-hmm.
I would say, Cliff, you're hem hawing again.
Listen, usually we have teams geared up in bulletproof vests with assault rifles going in to investigate these kinds of things. I don't really feel comfortable with just a group of kids doing it, but I also don't have any other alternatives.
He'd catch an eyebrow from you on that one.
Yeah, same. Angel already not pleased with this man.
We're your only hope, Cliff.
I know, and that's what scares me, giving a longer look at Benny than anyone else. All right.
We could just.
And I noticed it, and I just looked behind me. There's no one there.
All right. Here's what we can do. Look into it. Don't try to be heroes and dive straight in. But if you can figure out why these people are disappearing, where they're going, any kind of common thread.
No one was suggesting we're gonna go jump into a sewers.
I would hope not.
I'm gonna probably get up, put my coat on, and as I pass by Cliff, I'll put my hand on his shoulder and I'll sort of whisper into his ear, "What's the point of being a handler if you can't handle it?" And then I'll walk off.
I will follow. Angel's gonna follow shortly after.
Wait up, friends. Wait up. Don't leave me.
Carter's going to look over to Vesper and say, I'm coming with you or I'm staying here. It's your call.
Vesper looks at Jackie, looks back to Carter and says, I'm getting out of here.
Fair enough. I'll keep an ear out in case anything pops up, you know?
You coming? You just staying?
Yeah, fuck it. I'm coming. I missed.
What about you, Jackie?
I probably should come along. Kind of helps to have someone who can get stabbed. All right. So, going back into this screen real quick as I load some things. I do have to refresh it real quick. So we'll see if it kicks everyone out. Yeah, you guys all kind of gather up. You know, pile into Benny's van and start heading over. On the way over, you see the general area where the construction's been going on. It's, you know, midday. No one's, you know, there are folk out, and you get to the actual, like, construction area, and so far what they have done is kind of dug up the ground in a large area, because they're trying to build the foundations and everything like that, but they also have openings into the maintenance tunnels and things like that have been built around the you know, previously built around sewer lines, you know, other underground maintenance lines. And so you see all of these different kind of openings that have been flagged off with yellow tape. One of them has a couple police officers kind of around it, just writing down some notes. But overall, there's just, you know, the hubbub of daytime construction, which is quickly coming to a wrap for lunch. You can see a lot of the construction workers are kind of settling down and getting ready to leave. Not so much walking or working and not hard at work is the best way to phrase it. So you arrive.
Does anybody look like we're at the? Oh, well, you're doing the map. I'll wait.
Oh no, you're good. I'm trying to get the map, but that's going to take a second. So we'll theater the mind it.
Does anybody look like they're in charge?
Yeah, you can kind of see one guy who's kind of a bit too well dressed for construction, but still wearing the hard hat and everything like that. He's currently standing outside a trailer that has the construction company's name plastered across it, and he's working on a laptop.
Okay, so I will kind of like motion for the party to kind of hang out for a second and gather up, and then I'll just ask him, what do you want to do? Looks like that guy right there's in charge.
You and Benny want to go talk to him?
Yeah, and I'll put my hand on Benny's shoulder and I'll say, let's go let Benny do what Benny does best. And then I'll kind of beckon for Benny to follow me over to that fella.
Take Jackie with you. He's a local.
I'll kind of roll my eyes and motion for Jackie to join us.
Jackie just kind of shrugs and nods and follows along.
Oh no, the game kicked me out.
Yeah, like I said, it's refreshing. So yeah, you guys walk over. Foreman's sitting there. He's got a little small pop-up table and folding chair. He's got his chunky laptop sat upon it. He's seems to be working on some kind of part of the schematics. Goes to take a drink of his coffee and looks up and he says, "Can I help you?"
I'll kind of whisper under my breath to Benny, "You're up, Benny."
Hey, how's it going?
It's going.
Just gotta. Oh, hey, it's Benny. Sorry. How are you?
I'm fine. What do you need?
We're special investigators. And we just heard there's some weird stuff going on around here. Do you have any insight on what's going on?
We're building a building. I don't know what kind of weird stuff you're talking about.
All right, can I manipulate?
Yeah, you can make a roll. Go for it. All right. So, give him a reason. Tell him what you want to do, and
well, do you think we could? Just look around? We won't bother anything. We just want to just look around and see if we can find any clues.
I mean, yeah, I guess, kid. Just make sure you're wearing helmets. You got 30 minutes until lunch is over. Just don't bother any of my guys. And keep helmets on. Can you do that? Helmets are over there. And he nods towards a kind of locker setup.
Yeah, where are your guys at? So I'm
gonna tap Benny on the shoulder to interrupt him. I'll tap Benny on the shoulder to interrupt him, and I'm just gonna kind of point us towards the hard hats.
All right, guys are on lunch.
Actually,
so don't bother them.
Hey, Morvite, really off the table talk real quick. I meant to tell you beforehand that instead of use magic, I wanted to take Trust Your Gut.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely.
Just FYI. I feel like I might need it right now.
Yeah, it always pops up. It's quite useful.
Yeah, I feel it's useful. So, anyway, back with you.
Cool. He says, "Yeah, just leave my guys alone. Go ahead, grab some helmets. You can take a look around. Just don't go anywhere past the yellow flag tape. Don't be stupid. Don't get me sued. That's all I need. But you can have a look around." While those three are off doing that. Milady, you and Vesper are standing together. Is there anything in particular that you are doing or anything that you are working on?
Vesper isn't entirely certain of how or where to investigate it, so she's just kind of like sort of like loosely checking through like the tools of everything, like as much as she can without like any, going overboard with it.
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of seeing if any of it lines up as like suspicious as like towards like leaning towards the sense of like getting away from the serial killer idea.
Okay.
Kind of like looking through that stuff.
Yeah, you were kind of taking a look through.
Do I need an investigation for that?
Yeah. Go ahead and make that roll for me.
Help?
You can help. So roll the help first, and then roll the investigate.
What's the help button?
I think it's at the bottom.
Oh, help out.
Yeah, you absolutely are able to help out. So, I have not been on the scene just yet, but that's fine. Let me reset this. I don't know if I actually have a full map for this. Yeah, so you're taking a look around. Go ahead and roll the investigate a mystery.
You get some advantage or something because I helped out.
Yeah, you get a +1, I believe.
Do I roll it like that with advantage? I don't know.
No. You just add 1 onto it.
So I get a 9.
So you get a 9. You get to hold 1 and ask any of the questions.
I guess I don't know if it would be better to ask what's being concealed here or what happened here. I guess I'll ask what's being concealed here, because if anybody here was like a killer or something like that, then that would turn up on that.
Yeah. You guys, as Benny is talking with the foreman, you kind of something catches your eye, Vesper. You kind of walk over towards one of those openings towards a maintenance tunnel, and you see some strand of something that seems kind of out of place. It almost looks like a bunch of string twisted together, this white material. As you touch it, it almost feels kind of almost gooey and tacky, like glue.
Don't say slimy. Okay.
Not slimy, no. It kind of like sticks a little bit. The whole piece of, I guess you could call it cordage, is maybe like 1/8 of an inch across. So it's a bunch of just almost like tiny white hairs all twisted and stuck together, kind of sticky and tacky in feeling. And as you kind of bend down and pick it up, you hear from inside of this maintenance tunnel, very, very far down, the sound of what you think it sounds like a baby crying.
Oh. So I motion to Angel, and I'm just like, hey, here, look at what I found over here. And also, is anybody else close enough to us that I could motion to them as well discreetly, or?
No, they're a little ways away. kind of still talking with the foreman.
'Cause I still want to be discreet about this, so I just motion Angel over, and I'm like, "What do you make of this?"
Yeah, Angel, you come over and you definitely hear the sound of small. It sounds like maybe an infant, maybe a toddler, crying out deep inside the tunnel, echoing through.
I'm gonna take the string from Vesper,
Mm-hmm.
the gooey shit, and I'm gonna bamf it so it's away.
It
We have it.
It has been banned.
I don't know how else to describe it.
No, you know,
Like the wrist is gone.
I agreed. It has been banned. We'll just
Okay.
throw the login screen back up.
What do you think this is?
Not good.
Yeah, I don't think so either. We should maybe. I mean, you have the sample, right?
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. I gotta make sure this is lore accurate. I'm pretty sure it would be, but really quickly, I'm gonna look up in 98 if cell phones can record audio.
I'll put you like, can you record video?
You can't record video with it. You can take pictures and you can record audio.
No, they couldn't unless.
This is
That's
my
2000.
90s.
Okay.
I don't know why
So, yes,
there's
they can.
that thing there. Wonderful.
Uh,
Yeah, I'll say that you're able
Yeah.
to record
that.
some audio of the.
Or maybe I just have like a tape recorder or something, because I do carry around my cassette thing, so I'll
Yeah,
just
yeah, you
record
just
the
have
audio.
you have your cassette going, kind of
So,
I mean,
recording.
it would be fair to
Audio.
say that Benny would have one. So if you ever
Yeah.
needed one,
yeah. So Vesper records a little bit. It's probably not super clear, but I think it probably does the job.
Mhm.
And then we take that, and I suggest we walk over and get the guys and just kind of round them up and see if they found anything, because we absolutely did.
Yeah. As
You
you're
go get him. I'll stay here.
as
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'd rather be the one standing here to make sure nothing comes out.
That's fair. I'm like, do you want to? I mean, I start to reach towards my bag, towards my little pistol, but then I remember that you're probably better off on your own than what I have to give you.
Just,
And
it might be
go
better
over
if you
and-
tell him what you found.
yeah, I just go over, and I'm going to walk
There we go.
over to probably Carter. I'm gonna see if I can walk over towards him and just kind of like do one of our hand signals to get his attention and have him wrap things up and bring everybody over.
yeah, he kind of gives a nod to you and kind of walks over to Benny and Arturo. Hey, I think Vesper might have found something. Kind of
I'll go check
nods
it out.
back towards you guys. You head over and
we grab hard outs for everyone.
yeah, you all have hard hats now.
Is hard hat gonna do us any good?
Probably not, but at
I
least nothing
mean-
will fall on our heads.
I feel like these are famous last ones.
OSHA wants me to say yes. Game mechanics will
I-
tell you no.
I have magical skin.
Okay. OSHA doesn't
Also,
use
I think
more.
OSHA just states that they're going to not unend you if you're wearing
Wait,
a
we-
hard hat.
I don't
but,
we
like
get
for
plus-
OSHA.
Do we get plus armor wearing the hard hat?
Yeah, that
No.
was my question. Is we
No.
get armor? Cool.
It is not armor.
Fair. That was my question.
I have magical skin. I was like, do I get any bonuses for this? No.
No,
Okay.
no one gets bonuses for wearing a hard hat other than the fact that
OSHA approves.
Yeah, OSHA approves. OSHA gives a thumbs up. Game mechanics do not.
Okay.
I'm gonna kind of look at Arturo and be like, "You hear this shit?"
Like show them the thing that we got too.
As you guys are walking up, you also hear the sound of an infant crying.
I pull out my axe.
All right.
Yeah, I would also arm myself.
Maybe wait till we're.
Nope. Nah.
I'm gonna
Vesper following suit just takes out her
Gonna be the odd one out.
little dot, like her big gun, and upon meeting Angel's annoyed glance, just like slides that back in and grabs the smaller little pistol.
Yeah, it just starts to pull out an AK from like her pants or something and just goes, maybe not, and just takes out like the Glock.
We are still in public. I'm gonna
as you
turn over
all
my wrist to show them the string before we actually head in. I want to show them everything. So
Yeah.
Angel's gonna.
You pull out the weird strands of something. It's quite literally like a bunch of hairs made of glue, almost all kind of twisted together. But as you all kind of are taking a look at this, the crying stops.
No crying. Vesper glances over at Jackie and was like, "Do you need one, or do you have your own?" About her pistol.
Jackie just kind of says, I don't usually carry one, but after the last time I did go out and I did get a hold of one, so I'm okay.
Okay.
When the crying stopped, can I do my oops to investigate?
Yeah.
I'm also not letting
take a
anybody
look.
get in front of me. So if anybody
Well,
does,
Go ahead and mark some experience. And I'm gonna ask you, who's standing in front?
me,
Wonderful. Who's
I
standing?
wouldn't. I was about to say that I wouldn't let anybody
Better
else get.
better question. Where is Benny standing?
If he was gonna go investigate, probably up towards me.
Mhm.
Yeah. Off to the side. I don't know.
I was literally about to say that I wasn't gonna let anybody like get past me. So if they were gonna move forward, I was gonna stay ahead of them. So it really depends on where Benny was in the group.
Benny, you move up to kind of get a closer look, right? Trying to see what's going on. And Angel, being protected, puts an arm out. But the ground you guys are standing on is kind of this. It's dirt. They've been digging out and getting this foundation ready. And this maintenance tunnel opening, it has a few pipes and things like that. It's somewhat sizable, not huge. What you don't realize is that there's a bit more to it. And as Benny is walking up, a bit of the dirt gives way underneath his footing, and he kind of slides down towards this tunnel, towards where some of the pipes are running, but there's enough of a gap that he actually kind of slides underneath these pipes and falls a little bit into some kind of room of some sort. Benny, it's dark, and a bit more dirt is kind of falling in behind, ends up kind of blocking the way that you would come in. There's enough light for you to see that this is kind of another tunnel running underneath the pipes. Ground is a bit more damp and wet, but you're standing on what seems to be kind of concrete. It's got some like gravel and stuff on it. This is definitely not in great shape. It's not like fresh concrete. So this is some kind of older tunnel that seems to be going in both directions.
When he disappears,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna look at Arturo and be like, I will be right back. Keep everyone safe.
We're all going with you.
The door
I'll look over it.
I'm coming with you.
Yeah, I would have, after I said we're all coming with you, I would have looked over at the rest of the party, kind of expectingly, I guess you'll say.
All right, so
the door, it closed in behind him, right?
More or less, yeah. He fell down into another access tunnel, kind of slipped down past a few smaller pipes, but the dirt is kind of filled in the way that he had slipped through. It's part of the roof of the access tunnel might have caved in, but he fell maybe like 10, 15 feet, enough to kind of like bruise, but thankfully he kind of caught himself on the landing. Wasn't just a straight fall,
So we
but
could go after him, right?
not the way that he went.
Cool.
But we
Alright,
are temporarily
so-
Angel's gonna look at
separated
Carter.
and have to find a way back.
Angel's gonna look at Carter and go, stay here.
Carter just gives a thumb. He's like, all right.
I
I
need to know that you are going to be right here. Yes?
will not move.
Cool. I'm gonna grab my two compatriots and I'm going to cast Angel Wings.
Okay.
And we are going to teleport to
Are
Becky.
you
Which
able?
two are you grabbing? Me and
Arturo.
okay.
Are you currently able to take companions with you with angel wings?
Yes. I instantly am able to carry one or two people with me.
Okay. I just wanted to double check.
Vesper's tiny.
If there was, yeah.
No, it's I just have to roll if it's not just me.
Okay. Wonderful. So go ahead
So I have to
and
roll with them.
give me a roll for it
But
then.
we will instantly teleport to. I'm using luck.
All right, you burn another bit of luck.
My first luck. I haven't actually used.
Okay, you burn a piece of luck, and I've just realized that
We
this does not work because I can't actually see the stream. I thought I was being very clever.
Yeah, so I don't know if I grab like a shoulder or a hand or whatever. I just contact both of them and go,
Yep, you
hold on.
grab hold onto their hands, and you just... And now all four of you are standing in this dark, damp tunnel, and the sounds of a child crying. Not a baby, not an infant, a child crying echoes from somewhere down this tunnel.
Vesper is gonna take a second to re-swallow her lunch.
Mm-hmm.
Being that she is tiny, she is not usually like being picked up, nor does she move very fast.
Oh, no.
Teleported us.
It was teleportation. The world bent around you, and you were suddenly standing
yeah.
next
No.
to Benny.
She's not.
It's
I did
very
not pick
She
you
is
up.
losing
disorienting.
her
Yeah.
lunch.
Yep.
She is losing
guys
her
didn't
lunch
tell me-
completely.
you guys didn't tell me there was another way to get down here. Thanks.
I couldn't get down here until someone I knew was here. I'm gonna kind of look at Arturo like, didn't mean to reveal it this quick, but
I would just shrug.
Yeah, Arturo
I'm gonna
does
pop
not
it.
care.
I'm gonna pop the trident out.
Wonderful. So, you are in this long, dark corridor
You
from
injured,
your...
Benny?
Yeah, nothing. Little pancakes can fix.
All right, we'll make sure to get you some pancakes after this.
All right. So the infant crying. Can we tell which way it's coming from?
It is coming from your left, and to the right would be more under the construction site. Doesn't seem to be any light.
I'm gonna apologize on the table just real quick to everyone, but I'm gonna do what could go wrong, and I'm gonna just immediately charge to the left.
Cool, wonderful.
Oh,
you just
I wouldn't expect
go ahead.
less.
Make your way down.
So I have this. It's an ability. It's called What Could Go Wrong. So whenever I charge into immediate danger without hedging any kind of bets, it says I hold 2.
Mm-hmm.
And I can spend my hold to do 3 different things.
Yep. So you can you hold 2. You may spend your hold to inflict +1 harm, reduce someone's harm suffered by 1. That can include yourself. Take +2 forward on an act under pressure roll. So this is definitely some immediate danger that you are just heading off into.
Yep, I'm going.
We have left and we have right. Which way did Betty go?
Left.
Okay.
And he is on his way.
Guess we're gonna follow him.
You follow along.
I'll also follow along, yeah.
As you all continue through, you see a couple more small strands that seem to be stuck a couple places on the walls, and then you see them in longer segments connecting between different areas. And then you see they start to connect with one another, twisting and wrapping, becoming denser and denser as you walk,
Are these
forming
like spider webs?
a webbing across the wall and across
I'm
the
going to
ceiling.
Fucking kill you, Morbi.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna fucking kill you.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. I know you are. And then you see a shoe stuck. And then you see a bone wrapped in this webbing. And the sound of a child crying continues until it cuts out. And you come to an intersection. The path ahead of you branches in 2 different directions, to the left and to the right, in a Y. You will note that both paths are rather dense with webbing.
I'm just hacking away with my fire axe at it.
Oh, it's not like
Keep going.
blocking your path quite yet. It's more so just kind of on the walls and corners and things like that.
Vesper's like, wait, this looks like spiders. Don't touch it.
Spiders?
Yeah,
I mean, I would think spiders would be down here.
but these might be big spiders, and spiders use their webs to communicate
They also
where their
just-
prey's at.
I mean, they also just talk.
I'm gonna kind of seemingly a little bit like curious. I'm gonna I can only really explain this to the folks who no like LARPing or amp guarding, but Morvi, you know when we're in amp guard and you half draw an arrow when somebody's too close to you?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna kind of like reach down on my bow and like lightly pull the string and just whisper like fuego and let go and see what happens. The goal is to light the webs on fire.
Yeah, the webbing that kind of gets hit starts to smolder and burn rather steadily, kind of spreading, and it clears a sizable patch.
I would at this point kind of look around and shrug again.
Surely it wouldn't actually be giant spiders, right? I mean, I know we know that those dog things exist, but surely that's not a thing, right? Vesper's a little uncertain, although she does like spiders. I don't think she wants to be around
big ones.
Anything the size of the dogs that we fought.
Yeah, there's no such thing as giant spiders.
No, the biggest spider that exists is a bird-eating spider, and they're only a dinner plate. That's tiny, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
These
I'm gonna
couldn't be
so
bigger than
real
that.
for everybody.
Having y'all watch Eight-Legged Freaks.
Okay, out of table talk, y'all right now, Milady is an arachnophobe.
However, Angel...
Angel having a great time. Milady is shaking right now, so like we're just gonna be like, so if I'm not as like in this, I promise Angel's chill. This is very targeted and rude.
It's not so much targeted, because I don't think you're the only one who does not like them. However, I do like to play off of fears, and you did give me yellow.
I know.
He will accept targeted, or excuse me, he will accept rude, however.
Yes, I will absolutely accept rude.
Okay, I just wanted everyone to know that if Milady is being a little whack, it's because I'm not a fan. Anyway.
Just know, also out of table, I am not afraid of spiders, and I will always be more than happy to deal with them for you.
Thank you, cute.
Same.
I got you.
I'm physically shaking. Like ugh. Anyway,
just picture them as like fuzzy puppy dogs instead.
It does not help. I've tried.
This has been an ongoing. Like I had to get surgery because of them. Like I don't blame you. Yeah, I have a reason with this phobia. This is not a like. Anyway, keep going. I'm just gonna sit here and try not to think too hard. Anyway, keep going. Angel's cool as a cucumber. She's
Angel's quite used to spiders. I did appreciate the comment that no one else heard, and I'm not going to say.
Oh yeah, I'm glad you appreciated it. Thank you.
Anyway,
Which way did the arrow go? By the way, that Arturo shot.
It was just kind of on a section of webbing quite close to you all, so it wasn't.
Yeah, I didn't go through. I didn't like send it down the hallway. I kind of just like, some fire on. You know what I mean?
So I look at Arturo and I'm like, so what are you thinking? What's your prognosis of your fire?
I'm gonna kind of slap my bow a little bit and say, looks like we have a job to do here.
Let's push them, I guess.
Hey, Benny.
Yeah, and I'll kind of like.
He's a little concerned.
I'll
I
nod
can actually
towards
see
Angel. You said Angel's not bothered by the spiders?
No, Angel's.
Okay.
Angel's probably one of the calmest she's been. She's not reacting.
So I would nod to Angel and then nod down the hallway and then give like a quick assuring nod.
So you have a path ahead of you, to the left, to the right, or back behind the way you came.
Which way is the fire indicating? Like, is there any sort of breeze coming from the fire? Like, is it going in a direction?
Not really.
No.
It just kind of smoldered in place. It didn't kind of get like big flames. So
Eddie,
it
do you
just
have a
kind
match
of.
on you?
Do I have a match on me?
Yeah.
Absolutely. I'll pull out matches out of my fanny pack.
Wonderful.
Gotta light one and see which way the flame dances.
It kind of dances back the direction that you guys came from. But it's not consistent. That means airflow would be headed in that direction. So one of these two tunnels has airflow coming from it.
Wait, are we we're in a crossway? Like, do you figure out which way to go?
Yeah, it's a Y crossing, so it goes up and to the right, up and to the left, or down in the way you came from.
All right. Can I trust my gut?
You can. Go ahead and give that a quick little roll. On a 10 or more, the keeper will tell you where you should go. Wherever that is, it will be important. Yeah, on the way to this place. Benny,
Where the fuck are we going?
you feel a draw to go to the left.
All right, and I just go, follow me, y'all.
And he just goes. You just get
I'll go after him.
+1 ongoing to the way. Wow. Insane. So,
What does that mean?
it means, so +1 forward means +1 to your next roll. +1 ongoing means +1 to all of the rolls so long as it applies. Like, so long as you are on your way to this place, everything you roll gets a +1.
Oh, okay.
Which, right now, is just going along to the left. You follow your gut. It comes to another T intersection, and you just kind of keep going. You take a right, going along, coming to a door. The hallway continues along straight, but there is a door on the right. And
So, he went right.
yep, he took a left and then he took a right at a T intersection.
Is this door locked?
It is not.
Okay. Darn.
And there's a door just up the end of the hallway, or
On the right from the hallway. So the hallway continues straight, but on the right-hand side, there's a little alcove, and there is a door that has the electricity symbol on it.
Okay. Well,
Benny will start to open it.
Yeah, you open the door. You find this small room. It has one of those chain link fence against the back with it looks like an old generator. It's kind of rusted over, like it's not going to be doing anything. Power panels and things like that. Clearly, no one's been down here in quite some time. But you also see some other bits and bobs on the there's some shelving units, some old like metal shelving units. A lot of this stuff is old and decayed away, but this room itself seems to be clear of the webbing. Is the most notable thing about it. And you take a look, and it looks like there's parts of a map of
a what?
Of a map of this underground area. So give me a second and I will bring up what you were able to find. So you find this map, and I'm gonna just kind of show you the portions that are available on it real quick. Once I can get these jotted down because I have to draw it in real quick because I didn't have an import map available. I have to just take the one from my notes. Hello? Please stop. Please stop drawing. Please, I am done now. How do I go back to my cursor? Save me. Oh, it deleted my map. How dare you? Alright, I'm gonna just bring you all in, and then I will try to get this down.
So, do I have time to grab a drink?
Yes. Go and run and grab a drink real quick, and then I will get this,
Okay.
and then we will continue. Oh, it was double click. I'm a fool.
I love that anytime that there's like a space, my brain just fills it in with Thomas the Tank Engine.
I actually love
Specifically
that
the
for
base
you.
boosted version.
Yeah, we're gonna have you just improvise for us as we're going. Just give a bit of a, you know.
I feel like that's also mildly fitting because there's that horror game where Thomas the Tank Engine is like a weird spider, and
I don't know if
I
it's
don't remember what it's
necessarily
called.
Thomas, but yeah, I remember that.
The train one, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he's just like a spider train. That one's creepy. I think at this point, Vesper is gonna try and pretend that she's cool with it, but she's just kind of like whistling to herself quietly.
Mm-hmm. Very much so. Not enjoying the deep, dark. No, don't do that. Thank you.
It's not so much the dark, it's just that she has that thought in her head now of the giant car-sized dog creatures that we faced
Mm-hmm.
and how big the little strands were, and so she's just like not about the idea of that potential of what that could mean, and is very much wishing that she was back at the surface right now. Guarding the entrance. Like for once she wishes she had stayed behind.
Understandable. Yeah, so unfortunately, parts of this map have been completely corrupted, as, like, just with time, they, gotten old, and its paint has faded away. But what you are able to see is this lovely little layout. And you are able to surmise that you are currently in this room.
Electric room, right?
Yep. Got a little
I am back.
welcome
Welcome
back.
I also had to use the restroom. This looks so different than the map I had drawn.
Well, this also is more than what you have done, so you have been able to figure out that you were all in this room here where the lightning bolt is, and surmised that you came from this direction down from this Y fork.
Are we all here?
I believe so. Is there anyone that is not here? That's the dumbest way I could have asked that question. Who all's here?
I'm here.
Here.
Wonderful.
Okay.
So we are all here. So yeah, you have this little bit of a map.
So are we good to keep going then?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
You may resume.
Well, all right. I mean, you know, Benny, he's just gonna lead charge and keep going.
All right. I
I don't know,
mean,
if I need to keep rolling, trust my gut or something. Just let me know.
yeah, your gut kind of led you to this room.
Can we investigate it further, or is there only the map in it?
There's the map. There's kind of some shelving in here. Thank you, Frosty Tools. A little guy with a big mouth. This streamer's on a quest for... What is this? Why did this show up in chat? Oh, the shout-out part didn't show up, so I was very confused. No, you don't have to delete the message, Nightbot.
Nightbot did what Nightbot does best.
No.
I can't tell you what Nightbot does best, though, because it's always doing things silly.
Anyway, sorry for the distraction there.
So there's nothing else in here?
Nothing of immediate use. You know, like there's an old broken generator and some electrical panels behind a cage. But nothing that's kind of like, you know, screaming out as useful.
Okay. Is the baby still crying, or is it silent?
It is silent.
No. That's worse.
Mm-hmm.
So you want me to roll trust my gut?
Yeah,
again, right?
give it a roll.
Right.
Let's see what your gut
And
says.
I get +1, right?
You are at the place that your gut led you to, so you do not get a +1 to
damn.
this. Yeah.
That's fine. Should be fine. No. Yeah. Damn it.
General direction. You kind of feel drawn to explore these other pathways. And you get
All right, let's go.
+1 forward as you explore it. So that means just the next time you have to make a roll, so long as you're exploring this, you get a +1. Wonderful. So you lead out, head on down this pathway. I am going to add to this map as you explore. Actually, no, I think it's going to be more interesting if you have an opportunity to be lost. So I'm not going to do that. Yeah, so you continue along until you get to this fork here, and from now, I will just be describing what directions you have to choose. Currently, you can go forward, left, or right, or back the way you came.
Can you say where we are again?
You are at this 4-way intersection. You also, Vesper, you see on the wall here an old sign that has an arrow pointing down this hallway here and an arrow pointing kind of in this general direction. There are 2 words on either side of these, but you can't make out the letters. It's an old, like the paint's very much worn away. It's more so just the arrows, like the signs themselves are 2 different arrows.
Okay.
And where pointing again?
They were pointing down this way or down this way. It was on this wall here. Just kind of.
Okay.
Cool.
And we are here?
No,
Where
you
am I?
are.
Oh.
You are right here. 4-way intersection.
Okay.
Yep. Sign on the wall.
Where did we come from? The top or the bottom left here?
You came from this electric room coming back around, but you originally came
Okay.
down from this hallway here up to this to this fork, and went up into the electrical room, and then came back and came over here.
Okay. Vesper is a little nervous and just kind of like loosely notes at the arrows being there to everybody else and is just like, so it looks like these are options of ways to go, but not so much that way.
Do you think it's a trick?
I don't know.
Can I do the match trick again?
Yeah. You have a couple more matches, so you strike one.
I just have as many as Benny gave me.
Yeah. I'm gonna say you have 3 more after this one.
I'm helpful, but thank you.
I gave her 100.
You did not. You did not have 100 matches on you. You had a box with 5 matches left. I do know. I'm God.
Yeah, nice try, motherfucker.
Yeah. So
I'm gonna roll manipulate someone to manipulate our GM.
Giving me more matches.
It did not work.
Nope, it just disappeared. It's wild.
Wow.
So, yeah, you strike the match. Wind seems to be coming from behind you now. And
From up top there.
No, from behind you.
Oh.
You came from this way, so the wind seems to be coming from this direction, deeper in. And then the match goes out.
So it says there's airflow coming from
This.
behind us?
Yep, from this way. And the original airflow came from this way. Or rather, went this way. Match is now saying airflow is coming from this way. So you kind of intuit it came from somewhere over here.
Okay. Can we see?
Not very well. I know that Benny and Vesper both had flashlights previously, so I am operating under the assumption that you have turned those on.
Oh, absolutely. Vesper's flashlight was on like the second that we were in.
Dark. Yep.
Mostly pointed at the floor, so it wouldn't like attract anything further ahead. But like,
I turned mine on 5 seconds ago, but you know, close enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, Benny just like rushed in, no cares. It's just like, aha, yeah.
And then
I'm like,
realized
oh, wait,
that
I
it
can
is
see.
pitch black.
Dark.
I'm surprised that you didn't fall or trip over anything. Well, I mean, aside from the very beginning, that you didn't like fall over anything while running in here without a light.
I was determined.
Yeah.
Any ideas?
I could flip a coin. Vesper looks very uncertain. I could investigate a mystery, maybe? To see where did it go?
Yeah, absolutely.
Is that a thing? Okay. I'm gonna roll to investigate a mystery and see where it went. We don't know what it... Oh, wait, hold on. I could ask what sort of creature it is. Or I could see where it went. I'm pretty sure it's a spider, though. So I'm going to ask where it went.
All right. So you're kind of looking and investigating, shining the light carefully, not to shine it down any hallways, as all of you hear the sound of a woman sobbing, crying out.
It's a woman now?
Yes. However,
so it was a baby, then
it was a baby,
child, and
then
now
it was
it's a
kind of
woman.
like a child sound. Now it sounds to be like a woman. But Vesper, as you're looking around, you see one of the longer webs along the ceiling is actually shaking, vibrating. And as you kind of strain your ears, it almost sounds like the sound is coming from that piece of webbing. And as you listen to it closer, you realize that this is not the sound of a woman crying out, though it very much so sounds almost exactly like it. That's the sound of the web vibrating. And it's coming from down this hallway.
I don't like that. So I relay that to everybody. I'm like, guys, look at this. I think this sound is coming from here, and I think it's coming this way.
Oh boy.
You think something's coming our way?
It's hard to tell
mean,
whether or
I
not
just
it's coming
point
this way,
up
but the sound is coming
the-
from that web. The web is
I point to the web.
almost like a violin string. Seems to be the way it's vibrating, seems to be giving out a sound that sounds very similar to a woman crying.
Can I, when I look at the web more closely, can I see which direction it looks like it's more?
The
like,
web
headed
is like
where it goes?
connected to the wall here and goes all the way down this hallway.
Down that path?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, maybe we can go
Oh,
down
we should-
this one because that web is connected to there, and I think the sound's in that web.
Sounds like a plan. Should probably go where the danger is at, right?
I kind of just raise an eyebrow at Benny. We also need to find a way out.
I will say, I
Isn't the
feel
way
like
out the way we came? Wait,
I feel
no,
like
that
I feel like you guys would really like notice that Vinny's acting a little bit different than normal.
Benny?
Are you okay?
I'm good. I think we should just go. I'm gonna start walking down that hall.
Yeah, Benny
Benny?
starts just making his way down.
And if I'm going by myself, I have my move. Don't worry, I'll check it out.
Is anyone going with him, or are people allowing him to move on his own?
If I go off by myself somewhere, I get experience.
I'm clocking like Arturo. Like, do you see this shit? And I'm kind of Angel's following after. Just
all right. So you are not going off
Angel's
alone.
no. Angel's not letting you out of her sight right now.
Yeah, I do agree. Benny's acting a little bit weird.
Wonderful.
Vesper's gonna go wherever anybody else goes.
Yeah, that tracks.
Normally she would
Hey.
be more off to go on her own, but not right
Hey,
now.
Benny, come here for a second.
What's
I'm gonna put my hand on Benny and I'm gonna cast Lay on Hands.
All right. So Benny, you feel this rush of positive feelings. Go ahead and roll it for me.
How's that good for roll?
I mean, it's a partial. Benny, do you have any illness or harm on you that is causing you to act this way?
Nope.
Cool. Yeah. You feel this positive rush of, energy, but milady, you don't feel any illness or anything that needs healing necessarily.
Thanks, Angel. I needed that positive boost. Let's go.
Alright.
This feels like a trap.
I'm gonna stay within grabbing distance of Arturo.
Okay. Yeah, you continue along. As you walk, the hallway takes a turn, about 45-degree turn, and you see now there are thick
45 to which side?
to the right. There are thick, heavy webs coming from this direction, and you can hear no echoing, no reverberation. You can hear that sound of a woman crying, and it is coming from these thick, heavy webs. And as you continue to walk and step down this path, suddenly it stops in entirety. You come
It's a
to...
dead end.
No, the sounds stop
Oh.
in entirety. You see it open up into a somewhat round room with different hallways running in different directions. You can hear water trickling down from one of these into this central round, I guess tower would be the way that I describe it. Like the inside of a tower, just obviously it's underground. This cylindrical tall room that seems to go a bit deeper down. You can hear water is splattering down into that depth, and in the center of it, all of these webs are meeting, and you see a shape of this long-legged creature, a thick abdomen meeting with the torso of a human. This hunched figure attached at the waist with long, oily black hair hanging down, and her eyes open, glistening in the darkness as she looks towards you. Hello. Why?
Thanks, I hate it.
My.
You said that the beast is holding a corpse?
No. It is attached at the waist to the abdomen with the body.
Centaur,
Like a centaur, but it's a spider and a woman.
like Evelyn from League of Legends,
Sure.
but scary and not cute.
See,
Mm-hmm.
it does talk.
And it looks. You can see its eyes glistening in the darkness, pure black pools. Welcome. What an interesting group.
I'm just gonna yell, "Stop eating people!"
But I'm hungry, and you are. And she very slowly.
We didn't hear.
Oh, I
anything.
said.
I did not hear what you said.
Sorry. I hunger, and you are food.
Well, the second she finishes that sentence, I'm shooting at her. I'll draw my bow back, yell "fuego," and just loose.
Wonderful. You go ahead and roll a kick some ass for me.
Oh, I gotta pull my skills again. 1 sec.
Arturo, I thought they said if it was mundane to call the police.
Great point, Benny. Call the police.
Police, help! Help, police!
I have. Does this look like what I expected the spider to look like?
No. You are just used to. This is not big enough to be what you're used to. This is only about the size of, like, I guess, like, a sedan in total. Like, not including the legs. Like, the abdomen itself would probably be about the size of, like, a smart car. It's, like, the size I can use. For you, you're used to much bigger. Mm-mm.
Cool.
And the spiders you're used to talking to don't have human torsos. That's kind of weird.
Yeah, that was mostly my question. Is it talk?
Yeah.
It had a human portion, so I'm like, don't feel too bad about hurting it.
Wonderful. So yeah,
Is
you
going to see if her cell phone has signal down here. It does not, I'm sure.
no,
We're still
none.
on Arturo's turn.
Yeah. As Arturo kind of, lets loose this flame, it just kind of smacks into the side of this creature in the shoulder, and she just kind of tilts her head, cracking. You can kind of hear this is not a natural movement in any way, and she kind of looks down at the smoldering chunk of skin. The hair, the oily hair, is just kind of burned away and falling loose, and she looks back up to you and just glares down as she starts moving closer and closer. Give me 1 second. I gotta pull up my end of stuff.
Strangely enough, you put a human body on it, and I'm like, nah, less scary.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? Fair.
Oh, I forgot to mention each of the legs coming from her, while spidery in style, do have this humanoid skin, and each one ends in this hand of elongated fingers.
I don't
No,
like
no.
that.
You had to say something, so you added more to it.
I just forgot to add
I
that
don't
little
like
bit.
that.
Mm-hmm.
I was trying to be like, look at me being brave, but no, more bad would make it worse. I was trying
See,
to be
I
proud
like
of myself.
spiders, but I don't like that.
Mm-hmm. It doesn't quite. It's not quite down to the waist of a human as well. It's kind of near the midsection of the torso, just above where like the breast would be. So it.
Jasper, take a picture of it.
I'm trying.
No, that wasn't at you. That was Vesper.
Oh.
Take a picture of it so we can show him what the fuck we did.
Vesper shakily pulls out her little
Yeah.
camera and goes, "Click."
Click.
Wonderful. All right,
Wait.
give me a
Wait, let's all pose.
second.
Stealing
all
her
pose
lunch,
with
come back again.
Benny trying to pose with
Quick,
the
time for
monster.
Oh.
Yeah.
You could
Okay.
invent the selfie.
Vesper hands the phone to Benny and just is like, you just, you know.
Don't hand it to him.
So anyway, you very quickly snap a photo of this thing as it is crawling towards you. I'm gonna get that photo to the Discord, and then I'm gonna try to add it to.
Wait, can I ask who it's going towards, or it's like the group of us?
The group. Let me see how it. Wonderful. Yeah, so your arrows. Let me pull that up as well. Just get as many reference things open as I can. You did fire, is that correct?
That is correct.
I also just remembered that we definitely did not say a word to Jackie, and I just bamfed us away.
Uh-huh.
You'll be alright.
You said something to Carter.
I mean, I told Carter to stay there. Because if I need to, I'll just make us go back to Carter.
You can only take 2 of us, though,
Correct.
at a time.
Yeah, she,
I was hoping to have a conversation because I have extra strength.
She kind of starts moving towards you. Your arrow kind of hits, and you see it's not as forceful as your arrows usually would be, but the smoldering and flames seems to kind of eat into her. And she, she, in response, looses these threads into you, or towards you, that kind of impact into you. So you will also take 1 harm from that exchange.
And there's no way that I could have.
You can definitely move in to if you want to roll protect someone.
I'm gonna roll protect someone.
Okay.
Because I said I was in arm's length of Arturo.
Cool. So go ahead and roll that for me. That is a miss, which I believe...
It hits me, doesn't it? Or do I just make it worse?
I think you make it worse, unfortunately. I'm gonna
Wow.
double check that on my end.
Stop the counts.
Stop the counts. Stop the counts.
I'm kind of hoping it'll just hit me.
I believe that it actually puts both of you into harm. Kind of the worst of the situation, as it were. So you move in, and as you try to stop these webbings, or this thread coming towards him, it kind of slams into both of you, and fills this area and knocks both of you back a little bit, and kind of wraps, not entirely around you, but makes it much more difficult for you to move, wrapping your legs and kind of pinning one of your legs to the existing webbing.
Whose leg?
Yours, milady. And she will kind of continue to move forward, eyeing the group. What is the next action that someone would like to take? It's kind of just popcorn through.
I was gonna use Angel Wings to go up right next to it and then hit it.
Yeah, go ahead and roll kick some ass for me.
Yeah, because I don't need to roll Angel Wings when it's just me.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah, so you watch as Angel just kind of seems to kind of fold into space. It's really weird to describe, but then in the same movement appear next to this creature driving the trident in, and it whips around to like taking its small forward arms. I'm going to send the picture into the Discord very quickly. Its small forward arms kind of grab into you, and she lunges down and bites into you, doing let me double check. All right. She bites in, doing 2 harm. You have armor, so that reduces it to 1 harm. But you feel your joints start to kind of lock up. Like when you've been sitting for way too long and all of your joints kind of hurt. It hurts to bend your arms. You feel this kind of rushing through your body.
Did I do any damage to her?
Yes, you did damage to her as well. How much is your trident do?
3.
3? Wonderful. Thank you.
3 silver holy.
Wonderful.
Yeah, it is holy. Whatever my holy is.
Yeah, so you deal damage, and she gives you the what for, as it were.
Wait, so she actually bit me?
Yeah, she bit into you, and this lack of a better word, venom is now in your.
I got that like I was being poisoned. I just wanted to know if this woman like
she
turned her human head and like bit me.
Yeah. Well, you'll see. Cool. It's. I've sent the image of what she looks like. But yeah, almost like a vampire style, except for her mouth you see is just filled with these razor sharp teeth or fangs.
Yeah, but the human head bit me.
Yes.
Thank you. That was my question.
Human-ish.
Well, she's looking at me right now, so that's what matters.
Yes. And you feel this. On top of it being this venomous feeling, you feel almost like tired from it.
Can I shout out poison before my turn ends?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's not so much like D&D turns. It's just group of what are y'all doing, what is it doing kind of thing. So you guys can work together or plan and plot, things like that. I'm going to let you discuss real quick because I will be right back. I apologize.
Vesper is going to be like, your time. Vesper's going to be like, holy heck, I didn't know we had Nightcrawler on our side. Just referencing the X-Men.
We got in this mess. Got us in here.
And you're teleporting and stuff. And
if Angel's Nightcrawler, I'm Cyclops.
Okay.
Are you sure you are, buddy?
Vesper's
You
like
have to light something on
noted.
fire with your eyes first.
And well, after I say that,
We got
I'll pull,
Nightcrawler and we got Cyclops.
I'm pulling some sunglasses out of my fanny pack.
All right, now you're Cyclops.
This is gonna need Morvi to come back, but Vesper is like, "Hey Arturo, do you think that a fire ability of yours can extend to these bullets?"
No.
No. Darn.
Just
That was
don't
worth
hit
a-
me.
It was just I'll try my best.
You know, you could just shout "fuego" when you shoot and see what happens.
Ooh, do it, do it, do it, do it. Just do it.
I'm gonna do it. I just have to wait for him. Wait, hold on. Did I don't remember if I took away my use.
Instead of fuck around and find out, it's fuck around and fuego.
Yeah. Well, because there's use magic, right? But
Yeah.
I think I
yeah.
replaced that with something else.
Yeah, you don't have magic
don't-
anymore.
I don't remember, but that's big magic. But I haven't prepared it, so that could go really bad.
Yeah, I
That
think
could-
technically I'm using combat magic.
Combat magic. Let me
Like
see.
a spell
Let me
slinger.
scroll up to the things. Why is
know that-
everything all far up here?
I use regular magic. I think I only use like I use regular magic to do everything.
Would it be in the revised playbook?
No, combat magic is in spell slinger.
It's an exclusive spell slinger thing.
Okay, hold on. Where's the other thing that we had that lets us see the reference sheets, right?
You're talking-
Alright,
you're talking
I
about
have
big magic,
returned.
right?
Yeah. Well, because there's like the.
It's in the
other
other
stuff.
groups. Yeah.
Do you remember? Welcome back. Do you remember? We changed my use magic to something else, but I don't remember where that is. I have to find it.
The link is in the chat.
Is it pinned?
I don't know if it was
No.
pinned, however, so let me pin it real quick.
Because I have the agenda for the hunter agenda.
Mm-hmm. Let me
But
just pin the message. There we
then
go.
there's the other part.
It is pinned.
Okay, ow. Let's pin it and see here. Yeah, that's right. I changed it to sensitive instead.
That's
So
correct.
I don't have magic anymore. But just for curiosity's sake,
Mm-hmm.
Just do it. Don't even ask. Just do it.
Do it. Do it. Just do it.
Just do it.
I'm going to yell fuego and try my best to sum whatever it is that Arturo does when I do that, and I'm going to fire like take aim
Mm-hmm.
at the monster's head and
Mhm.
fire at it. I don't know what's gonna happen, but I think that's kick some butt, right?
Yeah, it's gonna kick some ass.
Kick some.
Okay, let's roll that. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Wonderful. Mark experience.
And there's no way to like help, right? Like I can't like, secretly make
You
it.
Not in this. No.
Okay, so I just yell fuego
Mm-hmm.
and
I
take
swear to
aim
fuck,
and
it's for
completely
guys.
miss.
No, hold on. Because I know, like, I drank this a lot in the 90s. Maybe you mispronounced it and said Fago, like the drink.
Oh, I might have. Okay, so instead Vesper yells Fago and shoots off to the side, I guess, of the creature. I don't know how this works.
Mhm.
Tell me.
Funny.
So
Girl would
you
cheekily say with a smirk, nice, worth a shot.
kind of fire these shots at this creature. You see the bullets kind of they stick into the skin, but they don't impact as hard as you would expect. And this creature
I
turns,
don't like that.
throwing throwing Angel away from her. Angel, you kind of fall a little bit, landing on a piece of web, but not too far away. And it
At least I helped you
quickly
away.
moves through the webbing, grabbing up Vesper and taking them and moving upwards through into a tunnel.
Angel
Vesper
wins.
continues shouting Fago. Panicked.
Angel wins.
So
Angel wins.
Which
Angel
flavor?
wins.
Fago,
Angel
Fago,
wins.
Fago,
I
Fago,
hear
Fago.
you. I hear you. Breathe.
Now!
Okay. You
You can't make me.
as Vesper is being carried away into one of these offshooting tunnels, this thing moves fast, and you concentrate and appear in front of this creature, your hands around your trident, and it screeches at you, Vesper being dragged along, and you drive the trident towards it, and I need you to roll kick some ass for me.
Shit.
These
Wonderful.
things are my shitty ass rolls all day.
Wonderful. You very narrowly are able to avoid one of its oncoming attacks. You get to choose an advanced effect, which for whatever reason, when your character rolls kick some ass, I don't get the write out. So let me pull it up here. Choose an extra effect. You gain the advantage. Take +1 forward or give +1 forward to another hunter. You inflict terrible harm, +1 harm. You suffer less harm, -1 harm. You force them where you want them. Those are your options.
Fuck. How far away are we from the group?
Bar.
Fuck me. I'm gonna do extra harm.
Alrighty. You drive your trident into this creature. It drops Vesper and, whips back in pain. And then very quickly turns, grabbing a hold of some of its other webbing and squeezing into a small hole up in the ceiling and away from you.
You okay?
Vesper, you don't seem to be terribly harmed.
I'm a little shaken. Also, I'm good.
Glad you are.
Are you okay?
I will be. Can I cast Lay on Hands on myself?
No.
I can't?
Mm-mm.
Do I have any sort of health kit?
When I actually can't?
From my understanding of it, no, you cannot. Let me pull up the divine
Would
real
I
quick.
have any health kit?
I was like, let me pull. What do you mean I can't?
Ooh, idea. Wait, I think that's used
Lay on
magic.
hands. When you lay your hands on someone hurt, so it is not yourself.
I am hurt.
This is implying someone else. Like you
Well,
are,
Jesus.
because the drawback of it is you can take on their harm, right? It's only on a 10
Yeah.
that you're able to heal it. So yeah, unfortunately you cannot, because you are using your own energy to heal them.
Question.
Mm-hmm.
How badly is Angel hurt?
Couple scrapes and bruises.
Oh, so not horrible.
It's the first time you've seen Angel injured.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I have lasted the rest of the fights without taking a
They
single
have
injury.
they have this bite into their shoulder that seems to have this like dark coloration around it, but other than that,
Theoretically, could I act under pressure and if it's successful, just like use my intuition to use that book that I have and somehow heal them? I don't know how it works, but I just do it.
what you can do
Okay.
is so you were going to do big magic.
Okay, how do I do big magic?
Well, that's what I'm going to tell you.
You get
Okay.
First, you're going to roll plus weird, as if you were using magic. So you need to use magic as part of the ritual, quote unquote. The ritual being healing.
Okay, so I roll weird.
Mm-hmm. Now, before we take this and go with it, I will tell you, one, it will take a few minutes, so it'll take a long time.
Okay.
And more importantly, there is a specific danger. Because you are very unfamiliar with this. This is very similar to Lay on Hands. However, you are trying to heal this one harm right now. If you fail, or if something goes wrong, you will take 4 harm, which will immediately make you unstable.
Don't do it.
With the partial
It's worth
success,
it, investors
you will
mind.
take 2.
It's worth it in Vesper's mind.
So,
That's fine. If you pull out that book in front of her, she's gonna be like, "Don't you fucking dare!" Like 100%. She put that later. So like,
So Vesper goes to start to do this.
mm-hmm.
I'm going to smack the book out of your hands.
Angel can convince Vesper.
So, Angel, I need
of
you
this.
to manipulate someone.
No, I'm bad at talking.
Uh-huh.
Oh, this is.
Or anybody else could also
There's no one
help
around
with
us.
this.
You went, she took you up and
It's
away
super
through
far.
a small tunnel, so no one has like a
Okay.
path up there. Because she was
So
walking
we're
along the
kidnapping
threading.
you?
She was trying to run off with you,
I
and
didn't know how
Angel,
far
you're
exactly
probably
it
about like
was, but we went
60,
pretty
70
far.
feet, but you're kind of up in a higher tunnel area.
Okay.
So we'll resolve this, and then we will go to the boys and see what the fellas are up to. So go ahead and roll the
Angel,
manipulation.
You have 2 wild cards in your deck here. Okay, you
Get
got this.
unstable, and I'm gonna heal you, and then I'm gonna get injured again.
So, specifically for a hunter, it's up to that hunter to decide how badly you offend or annoy them. They mark experience if they decide not to do what you asked. So, if they decide to go forward with the with attempting to heal you, they will mark 1 experience.
Vesper is going to think that Angel is being stupid, but also Vesper's a little bit shaken right now and doesn't want to be dealing with fighting a monster and Angel.
We'll just go back to the boys.
So
It'll be fine. We can do it again, okay?
she's
Just get out of
like,
here.
I'm gonna do it later. I'll give you this one chance, but if you get hurt, then it's your fault. You're dumb. Basically, is how Vesper is.
Wonderful.
I'll take
So
it.
you
Just-
will not mark
just go back to the
experience, but we are going to quickly cut to the boys to see what was happening with them before you
Guys.
resume with them. So, you both watched as this spider lady creature came towards you and grabbed Vesper and ran off with her down this tunnel. And you saw Angel, having been tossed down into this, lower area onto a piece of webbing, just disappear. And you hear some commotion up this small tunnel that you have no way to reach or access. It's kind of a diagonal upwards tunnel into this larger room that some of the webbing had been going through. As that is going on, you both see bits of the web start twitching, and out of a tunnel come smaller spider creatures.
Sorry.
Full-on spiders. However, instead of their normal spider face, it is a human face with the mandibles coming out of the human mouth, clicking together. And they
Blasted.
are
Spider
definitely
monkey.
coming towards you. There are 3 of them in total, coming very, very close. Arturo, you knock an arrow. Is there a specific kind of arrow? Are we fuegoing?
Yeah, well, before I do,
Mhm.
what does the action sequence look like if I look around? Like, what's in the room? Are they running down a hallway? But what else is in the hallway? What I'm looking for is like a rock I can shoot on top of them, or a door I can shoot closed, or
they-
I can use for an
They are climbing along some of the web, coming up one of the pathways from below. So if you were to shoot the webbing out, they would fall away from you. Not necessarily killing them or harming them, but making it much
I
more
don't give a
difficult
shit.
for them.
Yeah, I just don't want to get bitten by a human
Yeah.
spider, right? Like,
Go ahead
so
and
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna shoot towards the web.
cool. Roll the kick some ass just to see if the magic is successful.
Oh, maybe not.
So you try to knock this arrow, but you hear as you're pulling it back, the string on the bow snaps, and the arrow kind of fizzles into this hot flame. You're gonna take 1 harm from it.
Ouch.
Mm-hmm. But more importantly, your bow's not in good shape right now.
Yep.
Benny.
Okay. I will. Can I draw my sword? Or
Yeah, you are able to lower the bow and get the sword out. Benny, what would you be doing seeing Arturo's string snap like this?
Well, he's gonna freak out a little bit on these spiders, and he'll probably get his golf club and just start whacking at them because he wants them to get away from him.
Yeah, absolutely. You both take out your melee weapons as these spider face creatures kind of start coming up towards you. Go ahead and Benny also kick some ass for me.
Yeah, Benny, kick some ass.
Let's go.
Wonderful.
Benny.
Yeah, so these things are coming towards you. They're little like mandibles sticking out. It's almost like a face was stretched onto it, right? So these little mandibles are sticking out through the mouth opening. And one of them, the you're able to just bring your club down on one of them and break off a couple of its legs, and you hear this little hissing noise. I have no idea if Discord picked that up, but
Not really.
Nope.
damn it, stupid thing here. One of them just kind of squealing on the ground, kind of with two of its broken limbs oozing out this little greenish brown goo. Another one, however, as you're swinging, comes up and just kind of bites onto your ankle. The mandibles, the palps, as they are actually called, moving aside to reveal its little fangs just jutting into your leg. You will also take 1 harm, but you do your damage. I believe Golf Club is 1 harm, 2 harm,
2 harm.
2 harm. Yeah, one of them is just straight up dead. Yeah. Bo, go ahead and Archie, give me a kick some ass roll as well.
I need to figure out how to change this a little bit, because I probably would not roll with weird for that, right?
I believe you would
Just to swing
roll
the sword.
tough. Yeah.
Okay, give me
Let's
1 second.
See
Let me
if
edit
we
this.
can. Yeah. Edit that.
I
At the
can
very
edit
least,
this.
it was an 8. I don't know what your tough is. I can do. The
I can just
quick
tell you.
little
It's +0 for tough.
Okay, cool. Yeah, with an 8, you also are able to bring your sword down. You just kind of slash through the one on Benny. Another one just kind of springs forward, jumping, and bites into your shoulder, giving you 1 harm as well. But Benny's able to quickly kind of, bat that one away, and the two of you just finish it off. Feeling a little rough. You do see that some of the webbing is starting to twitch again. More of these face monsters, these face spiders, are likely
Archer-
on their way.
Yeah, Arturo, we should go and get to where Angel and Vesper were taken.
Yeah. You don't know how
I don't know
you'd
if
get
we
up
can go down
there,
that way, but we should.
but
We should find a wall to put our back to for sure.
yeah, you. So yeah, you kind of look up at the tunnel that they went through. There's no real pathway to get to it without climbing on the webs, and you both kind of think to yourselves, that's not gonna be a smart idea. But Benny, go ahead and roll for your gut for me.
I also already know that Angel is gonna catch up to us, right? I already know that she can.
Yeah, you
find us.
got a pretty strong feeling of that from what you've seen.
So I'm gonna actually just. Where are we?
You're kind of over in this direction. Again,
we're in a big room.
Yeah, there's a bigger room. It would be kind of in this general area. If I can move the stream over. Kind of in this area here, there's kind of a cylindrical room that some of these pathways connect to. But yeah, you kind of both are thinking this is not a safe place to be. A couple of these creatures you could probably take, but if there's too many of them, you might get completely overwhelmed, and you actually just start making your way back down that hallway towards the electrical room. And we're going to cut back to the Femmes. So, Vesper and Angel, this thing has left you. You can hear a bit of commotion coming from the path that you originally were carried up, but the angle of it, you would have to more or less slide down it. This is definitely not a safe pathway.
I'm gonna Angel's gonna kind of look at her and go, You okay to get back?
Beam me up, Scotty.
Don't know what that means.
And then we're gonna angel wings.
Wonderful. Go ahead and roll the angel wings for me.
That is my favorite response. Beam me up, Scotty. Don't know what that means. I'm gonna luck that.
Wonderful.
Don't
you're
fuck
gonna
with angel wings, okay?
you're gonna luck it.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's angel wings.
All
With another
right.
person.
All right. Yeah, you use the luck.
You and I can. For everyone's context, 7 to 9, we could get separated or end up in the
Oh,
wrong
it's
place.
it's on the stream.
Oh.
They can see it.
If I fail, but if I fail, I lose you.
Yeah. On a fail,
Like lose us, like
if
I don't know where you are.
like
on a fail,
La Plus La Vie, like we are
They-
in the void.
I believe on a fail
I
they
don't know.
lose track
We're all
of
separated.
you or leave you behind, or it fails outright. I am not entire.
If
certain.
it didn't take them or leave them behind, I would not be a sketch.
Oh no, that's on the
don't
partial
work.
success. It could separate you, or you go to the wrong place. I'm talking about fail.
Oh, fail.
Bad
I
shit
lose them.
happens.
Like I take
Yeah.
them somewhere and I lose them in the ether, and I don't know where the fuck they are.
Something bad would happen. You
Which
don't
is
even
why
know.
I don't play with angel wings.
But yeah, you luck point it. You,
Advance that
as
next to
the
them.
boys are running down this hallway towards the maintenance room, you literally appear in stride with them. Vesper kind of, you're dazed for a second, but you're able to catch your footing and continue along. And all of you make your way.
Easier as we get
Um,
used to it.
Benny, go ahead and give me a gut roll real quick.
Oh, you got it. Can I luck that?
Yeah, yep, you luck it.
We love luck rolling households.
You, as everyone's starting to turn to go into the maintenance room, you say, no, keep going straight. And you lead them along through these bends into another room. You see a door ahead of you, like a gate that has some chain wrapped around it, but you see that the actual padlock on it is old enough. You literally just bring your golf club down on the padlock, breaking it, pull the chains out, bust that gate open, and it leads into another room with a ladder in it. Going up.
Perfect.
So you all, I will draw this one for you. You all are in this room
You're
here.
talking, your mic's cutting out.
Oh,
There
I
you go.
apologize. You're all in this smaller room with a ladder leading to the surface, and you're able to climb up and oh, there we go. You climb up and push the manhole cover out of the way. You're a little ways away from the edge of the construction site. All of your hard hats are missing at this point. I think Benny is the only one who still has his hard hat on. Or sorry, Arturo, because Benny had fallen in. So Arturo still has his hard hat if he would like, but the rest of you, through everything, have kind of lost your hard hatting, or lost your hard hats. But you have made it back onto the surface on a closed street in an alleyway. We're gonna just use this again, even though it's not exactly correct. It's good enough. We're gonna move y'all in here, coming out of the little manhole cover. You are alive, at the very least. Hurt. Angel, for the first time, is hurt. Benny is also hurt because he got bit. but it didn't get marked.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I can't do it on this side.
Forgot.
Oh, you're good. You're good.
I got it.
Yeah. You're back. You're on the surface. You had a hell of a time, but you didn't die.
Well, that was fun.
Uh-huh. And we're gonna call it here for tonight.
That was
Oh.
Benny saying that.
Okay. My apologies. Yeah. We're gonna call it here. You've all survived, so we're gonna real quick end of session. You got your 4 questions coming your way. Did we conclude the current mystery?
No.
I think
No.
possibly.
You
know-
did
We
not.
find
know
a
what's going on.
monster.
You found a monster. Angel, why are
Well, we
you
found a lead,
twisting?
We didn't conclude it.
Yeah.
Oh no!
How do you do this? I just saw you wiggling back and forth. I want to know purely because that's such a useful thing to be able to rotate someone, but you don't know. I know.
2 fingers on my laptop trackpad. and
I've-
that was the one thing I was.
Figured it out.
I'm so glad you can help me undo it later.
Maybe. Okay, I didn't. I thought it was because you were scrolling up and down, but no, that wasn't it.
I don't know what I was doing. I was trying to zoom in and out, and it was not working.
Something to do with zooming is causing it to zoom you. But we'll figure that out. All right. Next question. Did we save someone from certain death or worse?
No.
No.
Kinda.
No,
No.
I saved Vesper from being fucking kidnapped.
we
I
don't
didn't make
count
points.
though.
Yeah, you unfortunately do not count.
Oh, the
Fuck.
players don't count. Okay, because I was gonna
Yeah.
say the same thing. I was gonna be like, yeah, Vesper looked like they were fixing to get dragged off. Like,
Yeah, I was-
No, it's
Sure,
did
just
the
proud of
did the
myself.
group
I was
as a whole. Did the hunters as a whole.
I have a question.
Yes.
If we're back here, who's
Mhm.
gonna like Carter and Jack? You're
I'll go-
still
It's
a
waiting
great-
at the
I can
entrance.
That's
go
a
get them.
great question.
I can literally go get them.
Next session you can. Did we learn something new and important about the world?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Did we
We
learn?
also learned something new and important about a character.
I was about to ask the question. You have to let me ask them. I got one job at the wrap up, man. Did we learn something new and important about one of the hunters?
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently Angel is like Nightcrawler and is this super badass that can just teleport at will.
Cyclops.
Mark 1 experience.
Also important.
We get 1 experience.
1 experience.
Do I
I
get
level
one
up.
experience for that double one I got?
You get an experience anytime you fail. So
Oh yeah,
I
that was a
missed it.
catastrophic failure.
I literally
Oh.
forget
So-
about that all the time.
If
Wait,
I hit
was
5
I-
XP, does that mean that I instantly level up, or do I have to get 6?
I believe it is whenever you mark the 5th experience, level up. So, yep,
I have just marked the 5th experience.
wonderful. You level up.
Should I have marked an XP for when I
When you got
failed?
kidnapped,
I should have
Yes.
2 XP, right?
I believe you should have 2, yes, because you had the Vesper when Vesper got kidnapped, and then
And then just now.
I'm loving it.
keep in mind, if you use luck, you do not get to mark experience.
I know.
No, I know. I was letting Benny know that as well. Just in
Step
general.
away for a quick second.
No, I just happened to fail that much on top of everything else.
You also rolled more, I think, but
I rolled a lot more than I usually do.
wonderful. So you guys each get 1 experience for the session, and we are gonna wrap that all up there. So thank you, everyone, on the Twitch side for hanging out and watching things. This was a very good time. I do have to give a little spiel, so if Scooter mutes me, I understand. my stream for the next like 2 days, I think 3 days, is being sponsored by AFK Journey, which is Milady's favorite thing in the entire world.
It's one of them. I really like the game.
It's a cool game. It's free on PC. You can use !AFK in my chat to learn more about that. That is specific to my side of the stream, though. But you play the game, get it for free, and it supports our channel, which helps us keep doing all these cool, fun things. I've become very picky about which sponsorships I actually take, but AFK, Milady is like top 42nd in the server and has spent $0 on this game with 0 ads or pop-ups or anything. It's just a cool, fun game. So I like to talk about it.
A high rank. I'm like, I have a problem. I spent no money.
Because it's a gacha game that you don't actually have to break your wallet on. So check out the game, support the channel. Other than that, I had a very nice time. If anyone has leveled up, go ahead and do that. I found out that it is not on a rest. It is when you mark that experience. So you can just develop things in the middle of a fight, which is awesome.
This is so... I leveled up, so I get something this.
Hell yeah. Other than
Did
that,
Arturo also level up?
Just now on that last one.
hell yeah.
Yes, I also leveled up.
So go ahead
I'm one
and
away.
get your things.
Y'all are so
You know,
strong.
ironically, Scooter, if you would not use luck, you would have leveled up. But you also would have run into
but
some
I also
danger.
don't want to go towards the... Exactly.
Yeah. So, yeah. I was talking about this a bit at the beginning of the stream. Not a lot of folk were here. This campaign is not an infinite campaign. It does have an ending. We will have more like campaigns after that in different things. Right now we're kind of tossed up between D&D and Pokemon. So if you have a preference over one or the other, let us know. It's going to be a very long time, over a year, most likely. Depends on how quickly you all get through my mysteries and the overarching story and shit like that. Like, or if you all end up murdered next time. But I'm excited either way. I've very much so been enjoying the story that you all have been making with me. This has been a very good time. It's been a fucking clusterfuck of a time. And I very much enjoyed it. So, with that, thank you everyone for watching. Thank you for being a part of our fun little stream. Thank you for all the fun messages and the hangout and everything like that. I'm sorry again, FrostyTools.com, that you got fucking deleted by Nightbot. But yeah, other than that, have a wonderful night, and we will catch you in 2 weeks with the continuation of the story. Does anybody have any announcements, shout-outs, anything like that? I guess Scooter's kind of doing something tomorrow or something like that. I don't know.
I kind of got a few things coming up.
Yeah, I guess we can listen to them.
If everyone wants to come watch me at 3 p.m. Eastern time at my channel, I'm doing a Mario Kart tournament 200cc with 16 other streamers. So
And what
it'll be a
day
lot
is
of fun.
this?
Tomorrow,
There you go.
April what's tomorrow?
6th.
April 6th. And then also because we won't be doing this again, and what's coming up next week is my subathon, 12-hour subathon. I got a lot planned for it. Come check that out too.
Who knows? I might even show
A
up.
bunch of
Milady might show up.
goals and incentives.
I need to do
A
a.
lot of goals and incentives.
I need to do a subathon at some point, but regardless, those
do
are some
that.
very exciting
Don't-
things.
Don't make me do this subathon with you.
I'm not gonna make you do anything. Q, any announcements?
I don't really have too many announcements. Like you can find me on my stream, which is RareitsQ. I've been streaming more regularly, trying to keep with a couple of times a week. Usually Sunday through Tuesdays in like the evening. Right now I've been playing Zenless Zone Zero, which is pretty fun. Other than that, I don't have much. Tuesday.
Wonderful. All right, Bo, any announcements? Any big happenings? Any?
No announcements,
No.
but if anybody wants to find me other places, just boborn.com will get you what you need to know.
So cool, you have a website. I need to do that.
It was complicated at first, but once you learn how to do it, it's easier than it seems.
Hell yeah. All right, well, I'll be streaming again on probably Tuesday. I'm going to try to stick to a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday format, so we'll see how that goes. Once again, yeah, check out AFK Journey using the banner or the link. It's free. You do not need to spend money on it to support us. Just you playing it will support the channel. Yeah, thank you everyone for joining us. Have a wonderful night. Take care, and we will see you again as a group in 2 weeks. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.